We're wasting video.
That's what everyone says about everything we do.
That should have been our channel name.
wasting video, wasting your time.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Movie Related. Well, we finally have a new movie coming out. It's in theaters that are closed and we can't go see it. So we did pay to watch it on TV, and it's Mortal Kombat 2021, the reboot. This is not a continuation or a part 3 or a part 4. This was a reboot. And they went hardcore violent in this one compared to the fluffy old Mortal Kombat we're used to. So did it work? Well, stay tuned and find out. Okay, should we do spoilers? Non-spoilers? What are we gonna do?
I don't want to tiptoe around anything. Let's just.
It's kind of hard.
Out there.
It's kind of hard. It's not exactly a deep plot.
No, yeah, it's not going to ruin the movie.
No.
In fact, I kind of knew how it was going to end in the first 5 minutes, right? So
yeah,
let's just spoiler it.
There you go.
Do it.
All right.
So, was this a good movie? No. Was it entertaining? Not so much.
Whoa. Okay, so let's talk about this then.
Well,
Because,
but 14-year-old me loved it. Like, me as a kid watching this, I would have been like, oh, that's cool. But as an adult, not so much.
really?
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of fun watching this.
The first, the first sequence, the first, 10 minutes of this movie was awesome. And if they had kept that sort of vibe going on, this would have been a great movie. But I found the acting, I found all the line delivery, the jokes, all terrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
that's Mortal Kombat.
but the entire package of watching it had me having fun.
Did it?
Yeah.
You must have been drinking last night.
I was even watching it with my wife, someone who didn't look at the screen for 80% of the movie because of the gore, and I still had fun.
Wait, I was watching this with my wife and I still had fun.
Well,
you heard that, folks, right?
You watch a comedy with your wife and she's laughing, you have fun. If I'm watching a gore fest with you guys, I have fun. But watching a gore fest with my wife, you wouldn't think that's fun.
I found all of these fights were quite tame. Like, all of the fights were tame until the final blow, and then somebody's cut in half, or somebody's, decapitated or something.
They had all those fatalities throughout the battles.
No, the actual fight itself was PG rated. And then the final blow, that's when you see the gore and the blood and everything else.
Okay, what did you think of the movie?
Notice I've been keeping silent because these guys have no idea what I thought about the movie. Well, let's start it off. Starts off with a guy with his family, and we have Sub-Zero shows up, kills his family, they do battle, kills him.
Why?
Because he's the last line of that, and he's going to be one of Earth heroes.
Right.
The whole plot is Outer World is doing battle with Earth's heroes. And if they win 10 Mortal Kombats in a row, however long that takes, it could be centuries between battles. If they win 10, Outer World can take over
the universe, really.
the human world, Earth world, human world. And so the god Raiden is the protector of Earth, and he gathers up the heroes and helps get them ready.
Because the bad guys have this philosophy, if we take out all the champions before the tournament, then they're going to come into the tournament and we're going to blow them away, right?
However, as far as Mortal Kombat lore is concerned, they're not permitted to have any battles outside of the competition, of the tournament.
Except they say in this, rules are meant to be broken. The bad guys break the rules.
The bad guys actually had the line.
I know.
When have we ever won without breaking the rules?
I know,
Yeah.
and I get that. But you would think that some of those rules should be, as far as it's a Mortal Kombat movie, should follow suit with the Mortal Kombat structure.
But they even explain that away when they say, when Raiden's confronting the main evil bad guy, he says, the bad guy says, who's going to stop me? Because all the other gods are just too lazy to get involved. They don't pay attention. And so no one's holding them accountable to not cheating.
And Raiden himself can't intervene because gods are not permitted to intervene.
Yeah, he can intervene but not fight. He
Yeah.
cannot fight in the contest.
All I'm saying is that I wish they had at least followed their own
Okay.
rules.
It's a movie about different worlds fighting each other to the death with superpowers. And you're talking about the rules.
And so you have these human characters who have this little symbol on them, and that means that they're invited to the tournament. Some of them don't know what the symbol is, some of them. And they don't have their powers.
What
But
do
the
they call it? Icona? Your Icona?
Arcana or something
Yeah.
like that. And the bad guys have their powers. They're from the other world, and they come and they kick butt.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
so much better than the Earth heroes.
Well, yeah.
Like, so much better.
So the whole story is the protectors of Earth have to train the human heroes to get their powers so that they can actually contend with the bad guys.
Yeah, it's like this, like
Finding your chi.
Like, remember when Captain Marvel was falling to her death, and then all of a sudden she could fly? Well, it's that falling to my death that was supposedly triggered her ability to fly. Remember? So that's what this is. They have to figure out what they're, because it can be a random power. They don't know what the power is going to be.
Which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the random roll of the dice. Ah, my superpower is my thumb grows really big. That sucks. That's not.
You still haven't said how you felt about the movie.
Okay, well, I wanted to give everyone a story and what it's all about. And I like this movie.
Would you watch it again?
I may watch this again, but I may fast forward to the fights
Okay.
just for the fun. But I did not go into this movie going, oh, I wonder what the plot's about. I did not go into this saying, boy, I hope there's really good acting in this. What I wanted,
And they delivered on that.
what I wanted was guys in silly costumes punching each other, and I wanted to see the fatalities finally, which you never saw in the other Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah.
And in this one, they did some pretty good I didn't like the fact that they announced they killed somebody with this fatality, really disgusting thing, and the guy stands there, fatality blow. What?
That was weird.
Why are you saying that?
Because they had to throw the lines in there somewhere and get them in somehow.
My worry was that this was, I don't know if you're going to get this reference, but the movie Balls of Fury. Okay?
The ping pong movie.
Ping
ping
pong
pong
parody.
movie.
They had a tournament, so people went against each other. And then this is the next crew that goes against each other, and it's the round robin kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried that this was going to be like that kind of tournament. But I'm happy that they had a story, no matter how fluffy, but they had a story. You knew what was going on and why they were doing it.
There was lore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they figured out a way to sort of set them up in a tournament situation by lightning projecting people into certain areas.
Yeah, I'm going to pair you with this person
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
separate the people in the fight.
Right.
So I thought that was good, even though I could have used a little bit more explanation on the conflict between their realm and Earth realm and why it mattered.
Right. So when they actually transported themselves into this void area, which is the realm between the Earth world and
other realms.
Raiden's world,
Yeah.
and it was just sort of this white void, I was like, well, why aren't they just training there?
Yeah.
They're safe there.
But, why does this tournament exist, and why is there that rule that if you win 10 tournaments, you take over Earth?
Well, they tried to pack so much explanation into when we were introduced to Sonya, right? And they're in their little trailer park, and she's got all these things all over the wall. Oh, I've been researching. She seems to know everything. I don't know how she figured any of it out, but interdimensional worlds and realms.
She studied ancient scripts and all this other stuff. It's all there.
Because
it
she's
even
got
said
all
Mortal
that
Kombat
in
right
her-
up
in her
there.
trailer. It did. So she seemed to know too much.
But now here's the thing. I didn't care. They told me this world wants to take over this world. There's 10 tournaments. If they win this tournament, they win. That's all the explanation you need.
This is a wonderful movie if you're not looking for like quality.
No, if you're not looking for deep thought movie. This is not a thinking. This is a fighting movie.
The acting I thought was a little bit
Subpar.
yeah.
Yeah, well, they didn't have any big. Well, they had one big star in it, and he was only in the beginning and the end.
Sonata, he was good at the beginning. He was good at the end. He's been in other things.
He was probably the best part of the
Oh
movie.
yeah, he's a famous actor.
Yeah, he's going to be in Army of the Dead coming up.
Yeah.
But Raiden, I wasn't intimidated. I didn't feel like he was an old god. He's just like a guy playing a part.
Yeah.
But Kano.
Oh boy.
Kano was
I knew we were going to get to Kano.
epic.
You think so?
Oh,
He likes the Australian.
he was funny.
No, he was funny for the first 5 minutes of Kano. And then it was always that.
Yes, because that's who he was.
But
I know, but
what?
come on, it was just too much.
He was also true to his character. He was okay beating a woman up. He didn't care. Like, he was the typical bad, stuck-up guy. I'm this guy and I don't give a darn.
And when he discovered his powers, like just the words coming out of his mouth are so vulgar,
Yes.
but funny.
There was... Okay. Like I said, 14-year-old me would have loved it, would have eaten it up.
Well,
But watching it today as an adult, I'm like, okay, show me a little more depth than that.
see, I was okay with it. They have the fatalities. So, some pretty good ones, like the buzzsaw one there, the guy with the shield that turns into a buzzsaw and he has it on the ground and
that was neat.
he takes the Valkyrie and he slides through it. I'm going, wow, that girl was completely useless. Because she was she just showed up all of a sudden and then she was the next one to die.
And Jax with those little baby arms.
Yeah. At first. But I mean, he had his arms frozen and broken off. And I kept on going, hey, Sub-Zero, maybe you should use that more often.
I did find that Sub-Zero could have probably beaten everybody very easily, but
Absolutely.
for some reason held back.
He kept on doing this, I'm going to bring knives out of my hand thing and try and stab you with them all the time instead of just going, freeze, okay.
But he was a very cool character. Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero is the ultimate bad guy.
See what I did there? He was a cool character.
Right?
Yeah.
We didn't
he was
see
good.
We didn't see it at all.
Hey, you added value to a video.
I've earned my place.
We'll have to edit that out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What would you give this movie?
Okay, I understand that it's only a popcorn flick. I'll give it 6.9.
What?
What do you-
6.
I'm giving it a 7. I watched it. I was not disappointed that I spent the money to watch it. I would have enjoyed myself in the theater just as much. I knew what I was getting into for the movie. I wasn't going to see, like, Lethal Weapon.
So
Or story. I was going to see fighting guys in costumes.
So if your standards are not very high,
know what you're going for.
It wasn't a letdown.
it wasn't like a shocking, like, oh my good, like finally a great Mortal Kombat movie.
When you saw a movie if you read a line about women with superpowers fighting off bad guys, you would expect a superhero movie, and then you got Thunder Force. That's a disappointment.
Actually, that's one of the things I want to bring up. I really liked how Sonya in this movie, who is a former special ops woman, they did not make her good. The things that she did in the show were good. Like, she was a good fighter in the show, so I didn't feel like she was
Forced.
like manipulated visually into being a hero.
Right.
Like, she earned her place on the fight floor.
Yeah, I agree.
And she was even turned away because she didn't have a mark.
Yeah.
They weren't going to train her.
Until she earned her mark.
Yeah, and she got the mark by getting rid of one of the bad guys. Apparently that's a thing we didn't know about.
Yeah, if you kill somebody with the mark, it transfers onto you.
Yeah,
Right.
which is okay. So no one ever loses a mark.
But the main character that this whole movie follows was a nobody character. Like, he's not even in the original Mortal Kombat lore. He's just a made-up guy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you sure he's not part of, like, Mortal Kombat 3 or Mortal
Positive.
Kombat
No,
4?
they made him up for this movie.
I was really surprised that Luke Cage wasn't in this. And
He's next.
Next part
yeah,
two.
so
He's in Hollywood.
they're assuming that there's going to be a sequel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But one
And-
of the most popular guys
Yeah.
wasn't in the first movie.
Well, yeah, the original Mortal Kombat,
That's the
Johnny
cliffhanger.
Cage is the one who actually saves the Earth. So, all right. I gave it a 7, 6.9,
Six.
6. So we're all around the same thing. Just if you know what you're getting into, you're going in to watch guys in costumes fighting each other to the death. Not Marvel fighting each other where everyone's okay at the end and it's kind of gets fixed afterwards. These people actually get mutilated.
There's blood. Lots of blood.
Lots of blood. And if that's what you're into, I think you're going to have a good time watching the movie. Just don't expect Academy Award performances. And then you'll be happy.
That's fair.
All right. Well, there you go. That's our review of Mortal Kombat. We kind of liked it. His younger self liked it. He's getting old now.
He must have been constipated or something.
Yeah, something like that. Watching it on his iPhone.
No,
That's not as fun.
I set myself up to watch it. I had everything.
Well, let us know. Are you guys going to check it out? Mortal Kombat came out on Friday. Let us know what you think. And until next time, we'll see you on the channel.